the best thing that ever happened to me that I retired from boxing, because of me working out and me getting, I was so intense with this. My whole objective was hurting people and wanting to be the best, and my ego took over, and I'm like Tyson, I'm the best to ever live, and all this bullshit. And dealing with my partner Rob Hickman, I happened to embark on this, come across this thing called the Toad. Are you familiar with the Toad?
Yeah, what you're talking about is 5-methoxy-dimethyltryptamine.
Oh, that's it right there, yeah.
Yeah.
And I came across that, and I smoked this, I don't know, this medicine, drug, whatever you want to call it, and stuff. And I've never been the same. I look at life different. I look at people differently. And the experience I can't even express, really. It's almost like dying and being reborn.
Yeah, I had the exact same experience. That's what it felt like to me too. Like you stop existing. 5-methoxy is produced by your brain, but what it is it's DMT with an oxygen molecule attached to it. So regular DMT is N-dimethyltryptamine, and then 5-methoxy-dimethyltryptamine is DMT with like there's a very subtle change to the molecule, and that subtle change, for some reason, takes away the visuals. And you've done regular DMT too, right?
Yes.
Regular DMT is rich with visuals, very strange, bright, colorful, impossible to describe visuals.
It's inconceivable.
Inconceivable is the best way to put it.
Yeah, inconceivable.
Yeah. But
I try to explain it to some people, my wives, and it's just I don't have the words to explain it.
That's exactly what I always say. I've done a terrible job explaining it to everybody. Every time I've tried, it just doesn't work. But all those things, they give you perspective.
It's almost like you're dying. You're submissive, you're humble, you're vulnerable, but you're invincible, still in all. It's just that weird feeling.
Well, you feel like you're part of the universe. When you're separate from your ego, you realize this whole thing, you're a part of this whole thing, and this whole thing is unstoppable. It's a gigantic, huge, all-encompassing, almost like a living thing. Life.
Joe, this is what I also realized too after going through that experience. You realize how insignificant you are sometimes without your ego.
Yes.
You realize, wow, you're not really much that you really thought you were.
Yeah, you are and you aren't. Obviously you are in everyday life. I mean, you go places, you have a dramatic effect on people. You mean a lot. You mean a lot to those people that you run into. You mean a lot to the people that you love and that love you. But it's all relative. No one is irreplaceable, but everyone is special to someone or something, and at least to themselves. But we're all the same. We're all a part of this weird, crazy, gigantic organism that's the human race.
Once you go there, it's just you don't want to do nothing else again.
Well, it puts it all in the perspective. It lets you see that as much as this thing seems to be important, this is all temporary, and you're a part of forever.
And it also allows you to become comfortable with death.
Yeah. Yeah, you know who said that? Larry Hagman. Remember that guy Dallas?
Yeah.
From JR from Dallas? He did an interview with CNN once.
And I Dream of Jeannie as well.
Yeah, that's right. He sprung it on him on CNN once. He was talking about how he did acid. He took a big dose of acid, and he's never worried about death ever again. That it just alleviated his worry about passing on.
That's wild. It's just that because I felt the same way. And I said, wow, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. I think DMT even more specifically because they think
why does it affect the mind that way? What causes it to affect the mind that way?
They don't totally know.
That it make it visionate, visualize everything.
They don't totally know. They know that your brain makes it. They know that your body makes it, they should say. They know that it's produced in your liver and their lungs, and there's some evidence now because they found it in rats that the pineal gland produces it, which is that's the third eye of Eastern mysticism. That gland actually in rats, they've proven, produces DMT, and they think it does so in people too.
Once I did, I wanted to do it again and again and again. And they said, you shouldn't do it too much, Mike. But I was like, man, I gotta, grasp what's going on here. Why am I feeling this? Why did this, in a weird way, humbled you?
Well, I mean, it's not something you should do all day, every day, but you can learn a lot from it. It's very beneficial and very strange that it's illegal. It's illegal.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Even though, Terrence McKenna had a joke about it because your body's making it, so everybody's holding. We all have it. It's illegal, but it's like making blood illegal. Everybody has it.
Isn't it wild when they go to Sonora Desert when they find these toads?
Yeah. Yeah, I've never experienced it from the toad. I've only
watched it on
experienced
television.
I've only had it synthetically made in a laboratory. You used to be able to buy it online. You used to be able to buy like a a fucking can of it, like this big, enough to get like a whole state high. You just buy it online. It was totally legal.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's bizarre that it's illegal. Never felt anything like that before.
No, nothing like that.
Makes me not want to do anything. Nothing else can supersede that.
How long ago did it happen?
I don't know, it's around 2 months ago.
Yeah. Did you write down what happened after it happened, or did you record it?
No, I wish I did.
Yeah.
I wish I did.
Yeah, me too. Like it goes away like a dream, right?
It comes off, you're so scared that, it starts off like this and be like, no, yeah! That's how I start. No, I don't want to be this. I said, hey, I want this to stop now. And the guy was like, hey, you're on the ride. And I'm like, no, yeah! I love it.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, you love everybody.
Yeah, so it was spazzed out.
Yeah. Did you have a hard time letting go?
At the beginning, I was fighting it. I was saying, stop. I wanted to stop now. Just stop this shit now. Stop. And the guy was like, hey, the show was like, I can't do it. You gotta go for the ride, dude. And it was like, oh man, it's like I'm dying. Things are going on my feet. I'm seeing the Aztec things. I'm seeing toads. I'm just seeing weird animals and things just flying. It's like another chamber. It's boom, flashing. You're like, boom.
Yeah.
And you gone. It's like a rocket. You taking off. Boom.
Yeah, it's beyond your imagination.
Yeah, it's inconceivable. Can't even explain it to no one.
Well, I'm hoping that they start with psilocybin, because I know MAPS, they're doing some great work with that, trying to get these things legalized. Especially they're doing MDMA studies with veterans and people with PTSD, and they're having great results. They're moving into psilocybin. They would love to get psilocybin legal, and it's up for ballot. I think it was in Oregon. Is that where it is? It's up for, I think Oregon is up for legalization this year, and it may be eventually in California as well. They may.
How you think they're gonna do with that?
It should be legal. It doesn't kill anybody. It's not a bad thing if they regulate it, if they make it for therapeutic use and just set up centers where experts can show, but they shouldn't make it prohibitive for people to own it or even grow their own. It's not a bad idea to set up places where people can do it under a professional's care, a shaman's care, a physician's care. That's a good idea. But making it illegal is a bad idea, because it helps a lot of people. People think of it as a party drug. They think you're gonna do mushrooms and freak out and go fucking run around naked and what's on mushrooms?
I used to do mushrooms. I love mushrooms.
Yeah. Well, psilocybin and DMT are very closely related chemically. All those really potent psychedelic drugs are very closely related. They all break down in some similar path inside your brain and give you that weird ego-dissolving experience. That's one thing.
Yeah, most of the drugs you do are most ego-enhancing.
Right. What do you think would have happened to you if you got a hold of that stuff while you were in your prime?
I don't know. I don't think maybe I want to be a fighter then.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't want to be a fighter.
Damn, DMT might have derailed it.
Yeah. I might want to love everybody. That's what makes you feel like when you come out of it, you say, I love you.
Yeah.
Yes, they love everybody.